तन में बसे है राम। सीता हरण किया रावण ने, प्रभु जी थे अकुलाई। हनुमान ने सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाई। हनुमान जी करते आए, हनुमान जी करते आए, प्रभु जी है गुणगान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। लागी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति, देखा प्रभु घबराए। भोर से पहले हनुमान जी धौला गिरी ले आए। उठा बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर, उठा बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर, श्री राम का नाम। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। वानर सैन्या देख की रावण की सैन्या घबराए। फलक झपकते हनुमान ने लंका में आग लगाई। भोले प्रभु की साथ मिटा कर, भोले प्रभु की साथ मिटा कर, रावण का अभिमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। चीर की छाती बोले अपनी, चीर की छाती बोले अपनी, पवन पुत्र हनुमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। लंबोदर गजानना, विघ्ननाशक गजानना। लंबोदर गजानना, विघ्ननाशक गजानना। दुखनाशक गजानना, भक्त रक्षक गजानना। लंबोदर गजानना,
Thank you very much for those lovely renditions, Srimati Nila Maharaj-ji. Let us all stand as we now welcome Swamiji and the president of Brahmavidyapeetham International, Professor Dilip Dan. वल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो Rama prachodayat. Sitaram, Namaste, and good evening again to each and every one of you here. Revered Pranam at the feet of our dear Swami Brahma Swarupananda ji. Humble Pranam at the feet of our Sadhvi Anandamaiyee Giri. Respected President of Brahmavidyapeetham International, Professor Dilip Dan. Respected Pandit Vigyan Dharamdas ji. And my deep, deep, humble respects to each and every one of you divine souls here tonight. So today, I want to give you a very, very warm, warm welcome here at Brahmavidyapeetham Ashram in Caratal. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vashti, and it is my great pleasure to guide you throughout tonight's proceedings as your Master of Ceremonies. So tonight is our first night of our 3-night Raam Lalla Praan Pratishtha Utsav. Our program celebrates the return of Shri Ram to Ayodhya Dhaam. Dhaam meaning the place where a deity resides. And as we proceed tonight through the various items and through the various performances, you will hear and you will witness the joys experienced by many of the individuals who would have witnessed the actual Praan Pratishtha ceremony on January 22nd in Ayodhya in India. This is where the Raam Lalla Murti, it was installed in Ayodhya after almost 500 years of conflict. It was and is a momentous occasion for India and the Indian diaspora around the world. And it symbolizes a victory of our Hindu Dharma over hundreds of years of adversity. Mind you, we in Trinidad and Tobago, we may not have actually physically fought over there in India to see the Ram Mandir built, but we would have prayed throughout it all. Our ancestors would have prayed because the fight would have started around the 1500s, which is about roughly 500 years ago. So it's an occasion where the Hindu Dharma puts its stamp where it belongs, and that is in Ayodhya, the birthplace of Shri Ram. So Swamiji, he would have gone to India with an entourage from Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and America. And he would have experienced firsthand the love, the joy that would have been prevalent in Ayodhya from January 22nd, and even before that in the preparations for the Raam Lalla Murti Praan Pratishtha. So it was Swamiji's desire when he returned from India a couple of weeks ago. He wanted to share his experience with each and every one of you. And so we're having this 3-night consecration festival. So as we begin this program, let us remember and keep in mind that closeness that Swamiji would have felt, and I'm sure that each one of you will be feeling that feeling in our Trinidad language, feeling the feeling. We would feel it tonight as well. So earlier today, Panditji would have performed the Shri Ram Puja, and our Jajman, Srimati Chandraji, and her family, her mother, her nephew would have taken part. And I now invite our dear Panditji to lead us in that most vibrant and soul-stirring Hanuman Chalisa, dedicated to Shri Hanumanji, who we know is the most eternal and loving devotee of Shri Ram. Panditji, I hand over to you.
Om Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijaman Mukur Sudhare Barano Raghuvar Bimala Jaso Jodayak Phalachari Buddhihina Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Dehu Mohi हरहु कलेश विकार सियावर रामचंद्र की पवन सुत हनुमान की ओम जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत तुलित बल धाम अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बढ़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम्हारो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अहिषा यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीना राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना योग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुख माही जब दिलांगी गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुकल है तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान चढ़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा इनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता अश्वर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे जन्म जन्म के दुख विसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटै मिटै सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। बोलो जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, 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 जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई। कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छुटई बंदी महासुख होई। जो या पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति रो। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। श्यावर रामचंद्र की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, गुरुदेव महाराज की। श्री राम लला की, हर हर महादेव।
Thank you very much for that beautiful rendition of Shri Hanuman Chalisa, Panditji. Next on our program is our welcome address, and this will be done by Professor Dilip Dan. He is current president of the Brahmavidyapeetham International. He's a professor of minimally invasive surgery, and he's head of Department of Clinical Surgical Sciences at the University of the West Indies. Professor Dilip Dan is a practicing surgeon here in Trinidad and Tobago as well as abroad. And for those of you who know him, he is one of the most humble and prayerful persons on earth. I'd like to now invite Professor Dilip Dan to deliver tonight's welcome address and bring his great personality to inspire you all.
Sitaram. Thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, for that warm introduction. Swami Brahma Swarupananda ji, Swamini, Sadhvi, Anandamaiyee Giri, our distinguished members of the audience and specially invited guests, the group. It's my great pleasure to invite you to the Brahmavidyapeetham International to witness an extraordinary event that happened in 2022, but that didn't start in 2022, but it happened now, and we're privileged to be among two of the three people who represented Trinidad and Tobago at that ceremony in Ayodhya. I just want to take a few minutes to just go through a little bit on what actually happened, or how this event came about. So the newly built Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir was consecrated by Prime Minister Modi ji on a site where it had originally existed. The history is a very clear one, but Western journalists have muddied the waters, citing significant controversies and bias in their reporting, which focused on Hindus breaking down the Babri Mosque to build a temple on the same site, ignoring the full history and only focusing on the recent history. The Ram Janmabhoomi, which is the birthplace of Sri Ram, is a site, according to Hindus' religious beliefs, is the birthplace of Ram, who is the seventh avatar of Vishnu. The Babri Mosque is believed to have been constructed in 1528 to 1529 by the Mughal Emperor Babur. And the battle to reclaim what belongs to the Hindus began in 1528, some 500 years ago. Now, I know among us we have several lawyers, and I hope I don't step on their toes by discussing some of the how the events came to January 2022. But in 1853, a group of Hindu ascetics belonging to the Nirmohi Akhara occupied the mosque, the Babri Masjid site, and claimed ownership. Subsequently, the administration stepped in and in 1855 divided the mosque into two parts, one for Hindus and one for Muslims. In 1883, the Hindus launched an effort to construct a temple on the site, but they couldn't get permission, so they had to go to court. In 1885, the judge Pandit Harikishan Singh dismissed the lawsuit. They took it to the higher courts in 1886, and that was status quo. They didn't get anywhere with that. And the lawsuit was dismissed on the grounds that creating a Hindu temple in close proximity to a mosque would create serious law and disorder. The district judge held that it was a very unfortunate event that a masjid should have been built on the land that was sacred to the Hindus. But since the construction happened 358 years before, it was too late to reverse that process. In the 1980s, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad and the Hindu nationalist groups, together with some political parties, joined to construct the Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir at that site. In 1985, Rajiv Gandhi government allowed the Hindus access to offer their prayers at the site. In 1992, the mosque was demolished, and that had some element of bloodshed with it. During the demolition, however, 3 inscriptions of on stones were found, and the most important one is the Vishnu Hari inscription, inscribed on a slab with 20 lines that mention that the temple was dedicated to Vishnu. And the inscription is written in Sanskrit, but Sanskrit of the 11th and 12th century. And this was examined by the epigraphists and Sanskrit scholars and confirmed to be true. Subsequent to that, there were archaeological evidence that conducted by the Archaeological Survey of India in 1976 and 77, and again in 2003. And they used radar, among other things, to identify that there was a massive structure below the Babri Masjid site. And this structure exhibited distinctive features associated with the ancient Hindu temples of North India. The first excavation in 1976-77 was led by B.B. Lal, uncovered 12 pillars made from the temple remains within the mosque. Additionally, the pillar bases and the terracotta sculptures were found, indicating the presence of a temple. The second excavation in 2003, carried out under the direction of the Allahabad High Court, exposed 50 pillars in 17 rows, further confirming the existence of a larger temple structure. So the matter was taken to the High Court, and they upheld the Archaeological Survey of India findings, and that the predating structure was a massive Hindu religious building. In 2009, the Bharatiya Janata Party released the election manifesto repeating its promise to construct a temple at the site. In 2010, the Allahabad High Court ruled that 2.77 acres of disputed land be divided into 3 parts. 1/3 going to Raam Lalla temple, where they would allow the Lord Ram temple to be built. 1/3 going to Muslim Sunni board, and the other third to religious denomination in the Mohi Akhara. But all three parties appealed this decision to the Supreme Court. And in 2019, the 5 judges of the Supreme Court ruled, after a long time of obviously deliberation, that the foundation of the mosque was based on the walls of a large pre-existing structure dating back to the 12th century, whose architectural features are suggestive of Hindu origin. So the Supreme Court concluded that there is a time gap between the existence of the pre-existing structure in the 12th century and the construction of the mosque in the 16th century. So based on that, they ordered in November 2019, the Supreme Court ordered that the land be handed over to the trust to build the Hindu temple. It also ordered the government to give an alternate site, 5 acres, to the Sunni board to build a mosque. And on the 5th of February 2020, the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra was created by the government of India. And the building started. To take us to today, where the Ram Janmabhoomi was consecrated. It was a celebration that was not only held in India, but obviously mainly held in India, but held all over the world. And in Trinidad, there was no exception. And numerous homes lit theirs to welcome the Sri Ram coming back to Ayodhya, which is one of the ways that we celebrate Diwali. So it was the little Diwali that was celebrated on the 22nd of January. And again, we've been blessed that our own Swamiji and Saviji was selected to attend this consecration and invited by the Prime Minister's office to attend. And obviously there was a limit to the number of people that could be invited for security reasons. And we were really blessed to have them attend and represent us, this little ashram in this little village of Trinidad and Tobago at this major event. So we want to welcome each and every one of you to this celebration and hope that you can understand the history and feel no guilt when others out there falsely suggest that Hindus have just desecrated a mosque to build it. Also, as just a couple short announcements, we do have our own consecration of our Sri Ram Parivar, which will take place in May. And you will see a whole change in the setup here, because we have our Murtis, they're here with us, and we will have that consecration in May. There will be other celebrations as we come along, and the other big one, which Swamiji I'm sure will mention, will be later in the year, where we will have our big program. As you know, a few years ago we had our Veda conference, and this time we'll have our Ayurveda conference, with the hope that we will have in our presence major representatives from India, hopefully, if we can get him, Prime Minister Modi ji himself, to open that function. So, and there are other celebrations that we will have. Obviously, coming up soon will be Shivratri, and then Hanuman Jayanti. So we welcome each and everyone to attend all of those functions and celebrate with us. So again, it is my pleasure to invite you to be part of this whole celebration, and thank you, and Jai Sri Ram.
Thank you, Professor Dilip Dan, for that very, very comprehensive understanding of the political, cultural, and social history associated with the Raam Lalla Mandir in Ayodhya. It's not easy to condense 500 years of history into 10 minutes, but I think he did a wonderful job. Let's give him another round of applause. Yes, I'm sure that if any one of you were unsure about what was actually taking place, that it's now probably clear in your mind. And if not, well, we're going to see you tomorrow night, and we're going to see you Sunday night for clarity to come in by Sunday night. Not so? Yes. So next on our program is a bhajan, and this will be rendered by Srimati Neela Maharaj Ji. And as I said before, at the opening of our program, she hails from the Krishna Mandir, 3rd Street in San Fernando, and she's accompanied on the dholak by Shri Navin Ji, and he is, I want to say, like he's our resident dholak player at the ashram here, and he's accompanied by his Dharam-patni, Srimati Rita Ji, and she'll be playing the Majira. We may hear her beautiful voice a little later into the program as well. So I hand you over to Srimati Neela Maharaj Ji.
He Ram, He Ram, मेरे मन राम बसे. He Ram, He Ram, मेरे मन राम बसे. मेरे मन श्याम बसे. मेरे मन राम बसे. हे राम, हे राम, मेरे मन राम बसे. राम नाम जप लीजिए प्राणी. राम नाम जप लीजिए प्राणी. कौतिक पात कदे. कौतिक पात कदे. मेरे मन राम बसे. हे राम, हे राम, मेरे मन राम बसे. जन्म जन्म की अत जो पुरानी. जन्म जन्म की अत जो पुरानी. नाम ही लेते कदे. राम ही लेते कदे. मेरे मन राम बसे. हे राम, हे राम, मेरे मन राम बसे. कनक कतोरी अमृत बरियो. कनक कतोरी अमृत बरियो. पीवत कौन तते. पीवत कौन नते. मेरे मन राम बसे. हे राम, हे राम, राम 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 बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम 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 बोलो राम राम राम.
Let's have a lusty round of applause. Thank you, Srimati Neela Maharajji, for that very soulful rendition of Hey Ram. And we were pleasantly surprised by our second Majira player, her husband, Mr. Maharaj, on the second Majira. So I think you're a good-looking crowd, but you all are not smiling so much, but you all are a good-looking crowd. You probably don't even know how good-looking you are, but I'm sure the person next to you does. So you know what? Turn to the person next to you and say, you know, you're looking good tonight. Turn to the person next to you. Tell them that. You're looking good tonight. Yes, you'll look more beautiful now with those smiles. Excellent. Okay, so our next program item, I'd like to call on stage a very ardent devotee of the ashram, and his name is Mr. Sherwin Sinath. We say Uncle Sherwin. Tonight I'm introducing him. He's a practicing attorney here in Trinidad and Tobago. He's an ardent devotee and supporter of Swamiji. For decades, actually, maybe even before I knew Swamiji as well, he was plainly in the picture. And by nature, he is Swamiji's dear brother. He's an integral part of the Brahmavidyapeetham family. So I'd like you to give a hearty round of applause as we welcome Shri Sherwin Sinaji to bring greetings and inspiration to us tonight.
Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. My Revered Swami Brahmdev Upadhyaya Ji, Revered Swamini Ananda Giriji, my Panditji, the Bhajan group, and you, my brothers and sisters in Swamiji and in Dharma, good evening. Sitaram. Let it be known on behalf of the lawyers that they concur with Professor Dilip Dan in the judgment of the Court of Appeal, which is the Supreme Court in India. So the Supreme Court has ruled, and that is the end of the matter. There can be no further objections. In the Ramayana, Lord Ram stands out as the perfect son, an ideal king, a true husband, a perfect friend, a devoted brother, and many, many other examples of what we should all be like in this life. All these different facets and examples and many, many more educates us how we should be and ought to be in this life. For example, when Lord Ram was leaving the kingdom to go in exile, his father was struck with sorrow that his son was leaving and going to be in exile for such a long time. And Lord Ram was aware that of the effect of this sorrow on his father, the king, Dasarath. But yet, as a son, in fulfillment of his filial duty to his father, he had to honor a promise that the father made to Lord Ram's stepmother, that the king, Dasarath, would coronate the younger brother, Bharat. So Lord Ram, in recognition of that duty, elected to go into exile so that his father could fulfill his promise. When Sita was abducted by Ravan, Lord Ram used all his superpowers and superhuman strength and powers to regain Mahasita. Lord Ram hid behind a tree in order to shoot Vali, the monkey king, who was fighting with his brother Sugriv. And this was in recognition and in honor of the great friendship that existed between them. Friendship is such a great thing in this life. For you to have a friend, a true friend, an honest friend, is something that you would have inherited from a previous life or lifetimes. So friendship should always be honored. This again is another example of the life of Lord Ram. As a matter of fact, when we see Lord Ram, we see him with the bow and the arrow. And the purpose of that is to show his strength, his preparedness to ensure that peace and justice will prevail, and to help us during our mental, internal, and external disturbances. In life, we all have our problems, physical problems and mental problems. And that is part of the mission of Lord Ram. As Professor Dan was alluding to, but before that, in Europe, many centuries ago, there was a period called the Renaissance, which means a rebirth. And in Europe, there was a rebirth of knowledge and learning and art and literature. And that happened a few centuries ago. Ayodhya, as Dan said, is the birthplace of Lord Ram. And the coming of the Ram Mandir and the consecration and the inauguration of the temple marks a renaissance in the history of India, a rebirth, a regeneration in the history of India that is going to, has already started and is going to mushroom into greater and greater strength and volume. Not only in India, but outside of India. There are people who, non-Indians, who are greeting each other with the phrase Ram Ram, Sita Ram. Non-Hindus. Following the example of the life of Lord Ram, we would see a new behavior in man towards man. Man's behavior towards man is going to change. All the decline in evil and wickedness and upliftment in goodness and righteous, virtuous conduct, we will see that happening. The change is coming. For many years, the Hindus were speaking of the coming of the Kalki avatar. The Christians were speaking of the coming of Christ. It is my belief that for almost 500 years, the coming of the Ram Mandir, the inauguration of the Mandir at Ayodhya, will herald the coming of an Ram avatar. And that is building into so much more momentum as time passes by worldwide. After all, as I said, Ayodhya is the birth of Lord Ram and the cradle for the transformation of the world. India is considered to be, its policy to be secular, but the government takes the position that India is Hindu-centric. And I believe hence the establishment of the Ram Mandir in such a vast and momentous manner. to give the people of India the belief in Lord Ram and the qualities that Lord Ram so strongly and eloquently displayed. So I think there's going to be a transformation in India and worldwide. And I'm going to end by asking you, I'm going to say Ram Ram. When I say that, I want you to say Sita Ram 3 times. So Ram Ram. Louder. Ram Ram. Ram Ram. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sherwin Sinat. And you're really a little more good looking since you said Sitaram so lovingly after him. So, before we move on to our next item, our next performance, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the president of the Spring Village Mandir of Balmain. He's here tonight, Mr. Gulcharan, and we'll be blessed tomorrow night with him and members of his temple gracing us, hopefully with some performances as well. So thank you for being with us tonight here, and we look forward to seeing you and members of your temple tomorrow night as well. Our next item on our program is a video presentation, and this video presentation was put together by Swamiji and a young lady by the name of Diane. She would have done the audio and taped the Swamiji as well and put the video together. It's a very inspiring video. I saw part of it and I was telling Sadhvi, oh my gosh, we have to play that every single night. It was really, really inspiring to me, and I do hope it inspires each and every one of you here tonight. Before we play it, there are a few technical aspects we have to sort out. So while we are doing that, we will have one bhajan rendition by Srimati Neela Maharaj, and then we'll move straight into the video, and Ms. Jaya and her team, they will dim the lights, and we'll have the video presentation.
ओ मैं तो राह बुहारो, ओ मेरे राम आएंगे, बैठे बात निहारो, ये मेरे राम आएंगे, मैं तो राह बुहारो, आ मेरे राम आएंगे, मेरे राम आएंगे, शबरी की राम आएंगे, लक्ष्मण और राम आएंगे, सीता में आएंगे, जूत
is very surprised. All the Bollywood people. Will be very surprised. All the Bollywood people, big donation given, how the mandir developed, how more piece of land necessary. The people will come whole world. They can stay there, making the place to stay permanent. But they stay place and then food arrangement, everything going on. That day or then 21st January, all the Ramananda films who played the role as a Ram, as Lakshman, as Sita, everybody is there and crying. My dream is fulfilled there. They are crying, we are also crying. All audience very emotional. I can't explain. Any language is not. My feeling is too much what happened at that time. So, my dear brother and sister, you have time. My request is go do the darshan. How nice Murti prepared. Say 5-year-old Ram, his eyes prepared by golden, and all mala is the golden, silver, diamond, or 9 type of gems is there. Looking very nice. So my blessing to all this country. Please, Ram bless to all of you. And I became very happy in this country. About 50 temples celebrated 22nd January Ram celebration in this country. Thanks all the devotee of Ram of Trinidad Tobago. And same with Guyana, same from Suriname, from Barbados, every America, everywhere. Myself, Fiji, South Africa, everybody was there. I enjoyed how I can't explain my feeling. Feeling is explaining that tears is coming. Ram has come. After 14-year exile to forest, Ram returned Ayodhya. I think all Ayodhya people were happy, but that day all Indians were very happy. Oh, my 500 years after 500 years, Ramchandra came with the Murti, so everybody there. Up till now, crowd too much. From the Trinidad, about 6 people went with me. Everybody enjoyed there. But May 22nd, they have no time to enter, to sit in the group. Second day, daily they are together. So now the Ayodhya changed due to the devotee. Within the few month, they prepare international airport, Ayodhya airport, a railway station, and from all part of the country, aeroplane and train is going. So everybody very enjoy. So please you go to see, then you can understand what is my feeling. And now free, anytime you can go. We are here celebrating the great thing, celebration of the Raam Murti, Sthapana Murti celebration in our ashram through the newspaper, media, and Anandamaiyee to present the matter on the TV and radio. So please, everybody enjoy, see that video tape, and then see that enjoy that. So I'm feeling, so my blessing to everybody. Ram bless, Sarju Mata, more rivers. Ananda has the prasad of Ayodhya, has the Sarju river water and dust of the Ram Murti below. So if they here, if anybody wants, come in the ashram and collect that thing, and all, because all of the very lucky people, fortunate people in this country to participate in the big, with financially but physically is the puja, is the prayer. So big crowd, very hard to come out. Anyhow, I came here. Second day again went to the darshan. Yep, I am thinking again to march April to court again in the to the puja, to the prayer for the welfare of the goodness of the for all country audience. Hari Om Tat Sat. बोलिए श्यावर रामचंद्र की जय।
भाग दी गूंजा है विजय का, राग दी योगी संतों की अखियों से झलका प्रेम अनुराग जी, सज धज के श्री राम।
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama.
Rama Raj Bhai Tetre Loka Harshit Bhaye Gaye Sab Soka. Shri
Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama.
O Daihika Daihika Bhautik Tapa Ram Rajya Nahi Kahu Hi Vyapa. Shri Ram Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Rama Jai Rama Jai Jai Rama.
Neela Didi, I think we need to hold on here a little bit, and I agree with Vashti ji, because I think this 3 nights of Shri Ram Praan Pratishtha Utsav is a celebration of giving and receiving, and so far only the members on the stage have been giving. So I want to join our attorney at law this evening and ask all of you, you know, we just came back from Ayodhya, so rightfully you all should be singing to Swamiji. So we will support you with the tabla and the harmonium, but I want to hear you chant Shri Rama. When you chant, it's arriving in Ayodhya at the lotus feet of Shri Raam Lalla. A little bit louder.
Jaya Jaya Rama Bolo
Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama
Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama
Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama
Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama O Dehika Devika Bhautika Tama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya
Rama Shri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Shri Rama
Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya
Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Shri Ram Lalla Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Ayodhya Dhaam ki
Jai.
Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha, says Marich the Ravan in the Valmiki Ramayana. Shri Ram is the very embodiment of Dharma. Shri Ram is the personification of Dharma. He says a society can have many moral and spiritual books and a great collection of intellectuals. However, if that society does not have an ideal to embody and the values of our sacred scriptures are not espoused in them, then all of this knowledge comes to naught. Living becomes easier for everyone if society follows dharma. So if I am a teacher and I do my duty as a good teacher, it's beneficial to my students. If I am a cleaner and I do my best as a cleaner, it is beneficial to my environment. If I am a singer and I do my best as a singer, it's beneficial to the bhakti in my heart and to inspiring the bhakti in the hearts of each and everyone else. So it says, why is Shri Raam Lalla and Shri Ram so important, so significant? Because when we look in the history of our Sanatan Dharma, our culture, our great heritage, and we look for a personality, a great ideal for society to follow, to emulate, to be inspired by, to be inspired from, it is none other than Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. Shri Ram is the superhero of our Sanatan Vedic civilization. Shri Ram, if we look at his life throughout the history in the Sri Ramcharitamanas, we see that wherever Shri Ram went, what did he do? He built bridges. He connected communities. He walked with the people and no one was left behind. Everywhere he went, he established relations. Guru Vishwamitra and Guru Valmiki, he built a bridge between both of them. He built a bridge between two civilizations, Janak Raj and Dasharat Raj, the two kingdoms. He built a bridge between the weaker section of society and the stronger section of the society. He built a bridge between two countries, India and Lanka. And in the Sri Ramcharitamanas in Uttarakhand, we see that he prepared a blueprint of an international constitution for the entire world to follow, which was fully inclusive, and there was no exclusivity anywhere in Sri Ram's life, in his message, in his relations. He created an ideal kingdom after returning to Bharat, after defeating Ravan and Lanka. And the chaupais that I was just reciting, and why I wanted you to recite it with me, is it translates to the description of Sri Ram's kingdom, which was known as Ram Rajya at that time, where it says, in that kingdom, there was no fear. We afraid to come out of we house 6 o'clock. We lock up. Burglar proof on, gates locked. Plenty people say, Sadhvi, make sure this program finish on time, you know, because a lot of criminality in this country. In the kingdom of ideal kingship, where the leader is ideal, there was no fear. There was no sorrow. There was no disease. Each and every one was happy. And I see my Brahma Kumari's family here with us this evening, Sister Oma and our brother and sister. And the philosophy of Raj Yoga, that is what everyone, happiness everywhere, everyone at peace everywhere. So here, in Sri Ram's kingdom, there was perfection, honesty. In fact, Professor G, they didn't need any doctors because nobody had bad health. So if you lived in that time, well, we would have just been devotees. And no surgery and thing was necessary. There were no untimely deaths even in the time when Sri Ram ruled as a king on this earth. The entire citizens of that population, they were satisfied. In fact, everyone was smart, talented, and there was generosity everywhere. Even the ecosystem, the animal kingdom, they all lived a balanced, happy life, all in equilibrium. And Sri Ram himself, and I like to liken the present Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister Modi, Sri Ram himself lived a life of yagya, a life of dan, a life of giving, a life of spirituality. In fact, in that kingdom, there was maximum happiness to maximum people. This is the ideal of Ram Rajya. This is the ideal of Sri Ram. So in a time like this, when the world needs it most, the message and the life, the inauguration and the consecration of the Shri Ram Mandir, the Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir in Ayodhya Dhaam, comes at a time when the world needs it most. And notice I say, not Hindus need it most, but the world needs it most. Today the world is poised at that time where the message, the energy of this consecration, of this Ram Mandir in Ayodhya is so important and so significant. In fact, it's the antidote that the global society requires today. And this was clearly reflected in the way that the globe, the world, accepted this inauguration and celebrated it country to country, home to home, family to family and person to person. So, Shri Ram's life is a message of unity. Shri Ram's life is a message of our dharma, our culture, our tradition, our Vedic heritage. Shri Ram is our ideal, and that is why Swamiji thought it was so important, like having come back from Ayodhya and receiving the blessings, touching the soil of Ayodhya, the Janma Bhumi of Shri Ram, and then being able to enter into the sacred shrine of the Ram Janma Bhumi Mandir, and coming back and touching the soil of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, it was necessary to give back to the devotees the blessings that we received in Ayodhya. Hence, the organization of this Shri Ram Mandir Raam Lalla Praan Pratishtha Utsav. And I'm happy that all of you are here. But let us get the tempo up a little bit. Let the mood be festive. And let us revel in the glory of Shri Raam Lalla. Don't you think he's adorable? Jai! 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 I now hand you over to our very inspiring and enthusiastic mistress of ceremonies, master of ceremonies, however you want to address her, TG. Hariom Tatsat.
Thank you very much, Sadhvi ji. And you know, Sadhvi, I think we are going to be building bridges. We are going to be connecting with people because you've imbibed us with a lot of energy here tonight. So my crowd, you're not only good looking, you're an energetic, good looking crowd right now. So give yourselves a round of applause. Well, that's a lazy round of applause, a better round of applause. Because I'm sure that all of you are feeling the feeling right now. So Sadhvi said that Swamiji is here to spread his joy, and this is going to be a very inspiring message by Swamiji. He's been to India and come back. But before he speaks, it is his request to Neela Maharaj ji. He would like to hear one small bhajan from you, and he wants you to be accompanied by your son, Ashtak Maharaj ji, on the tabla for this rendition. So we're going to hear a bhajan by Neela ji, and then we will move straight into Swamiji's discourse.
This bhajan, I'm sure you all have heard it, and I ask you to join in the spirit of what Sadhvi Anandamaiyee Giri has urged us to this evening. मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगी, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी, राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी। दीप जला के ये दिवाली ये मनाऊंगी, दीप जाले के दिवाली ये मनाऊंगी। मेरे जन्मों की सारी पाप मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे जन्मों की सारी पाप मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम झूलेंगे तो पल ना झुलाऊंगी, राम जिंदगी के सारे दुख मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे जिंदगी के सारे दुख मिट जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मैं तो रुचि रुचि भोग लगाऊंगी, मैं तो रुचि रुचि भोग लगाऊंगी। माखन मिश्री राम खिलाऊंगी, माखन मिश्री राम खिलाऊंगी। प्यारी प्यारी राधे श्याम राधे सग आएंगे, राम आएंगे। प्यारी प्यारी राधे श्याम श्याम सग आएंगे, राम राम। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग भूल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे जन्म सफल हो जगाएंगे, मेरे जन्म सफल हो जाएंगे। तन झूमेंगे और मेत गाएंगे, तन झूमेंगे और मन गीत गाएंगे। राम सुंदर मेरे किस्मत चमकाएंगे, आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। राम आएंगे, आएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे। मेरे झोपड़ी के भाग आग खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे।
Thank you very much, Neela ji. So it is really my great honor and pleasure. I've been wanting to do this my whole life, introduce Swami ji. Words are not enough. He's our Swami ji, mine and yours. And I am sure you all are just thrilled and you're impatient to hear him speak tonight. And I will not hold it back any longer. So I invite you to sit back and listen to the divine words of our dear Reverend Swami Brahma Swarupananda ji.
बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, श्री गुरुदेव महाराज की जय। हर हर महादेव। श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम
जय जय राम,
श्री राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय जय राम।
सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम, सीताराम सीताराम।
राजा राम राजा राम, राजा राम राजा राम, राजा राम राजा राम, राजा राम राजा राम।
राजा राम राजा राम, राजा राम राजा राम, राजा राम राजा राम,
राधे श्याम 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 राधे श्याम
राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम राधे श्याम।
बोलिए श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सभी उपस्थित भक्त मंडली, ममतामयी मातृशक्ति, very nice bhajan and Ananda's message, very nice. My president, Professor Dan, he presented the whole history, how the Ram Mandir came in existence at this time. My dear Srinath ji, he presented emotionally about our Ram Mandir. My dear brother and sister, after 500 years, after the 500-year struggle, fighting, then this temple came in existence in Ayodhya. Very big history, painful also. But at this present, very happy moment. One Mr. Babar, Muhammad Babar, he demolished Ram Mandir, but didn't do anything. Next time again came, but before his coming, our community prepared the temple. Again he came and destroyed the temple, demolished the temple. But great thing, he prepared the mosque. About 300-year mosque. But the great thing, under the mosque, in Islamic people not paying the respect and namaz. Nobody is going. Only structure was the mosque. After that one, Raam small Murti, Raam Lalla. Lalla means small sweet baby. Murti was there inside. 300 years continuously, our religious people in front of the mosque reciting Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. At last, as a Professor Dan explained, 1992, at the British period, people asked, give my temple. Suddenly they put the case in the court. Court didn't decide. Islamic period, no decision. British period, no decision. India got the 1947 freedom. This government, no decision. At last, Modi came in the power. Case went the court. Court, President of India, he was the very great man. He was here, 1995, he was here. 5 days he was here. In your parliament, he spoke. He told, start to dig under the mosque. If there is a remains stone murti of the Hindu Devi and Devata, then give to Hindu. Japanese engineer came started to dig. There is the hand of Ram, Murti of Hanumanji, pillar of the mandir underground. They told, no, this is a place of the Hindu. Mosque, after that prepare. Oh, why Muslim not paying the namaz there? Because after the demolition of the temple or churches, in mosque nobody can pay the namaz. 300 years, no namaz. So, court decided, this is place belong, Ayodhya, this place belong to our community. And then started to prepare the mandir. So 22, 22nd and January, there's great celebration. 57-acre piece of land, the temple preparing. Now how the people come to stay, and then guest house also preparing. Then in this period, Prime Minister office sent the letter, please you come. So from Trinidad, I and Anandaji's letter came, so we went. One Chinmaya mission also, Swamiji went. And Guyana, Suriname, Dominica, every country, one people will gain. And 156 countries delegate went in that program. Fiji, Mauritius, Japan, China, Korea. Korea was with Anandamaiyee. I love Ram. I love Ram. Korean has the Ramayana. Whole word list of the Ramayana in different language. Ananda has that paper. I told you, print and distribute. Everybody, how many country has the Ram Katha Ramayana? So maybe tomorrow Indian High Commissioner coming. He knew after 1 year he came in India. Nobody was here, High Commissioner. His wife also coming. And Gandhi's Centrum, and that head coming tomorrow. So please tomorrow come, listen his lecture, his message, how hard work. After so struggle, then mandir came. I'm surprised. Japan presented golden bricks to the temple. 3,600 Indian billion rupees, Indian rupees, presented this temple. 16,000 billion rupees people, Indian people given. So whole world giving the money. Very surprised. I came from the Holland. They told Baba, I didn't give the money. So I am giving the send to Ananda bank account. Then money will go. Because again next month I'm going to India. So that is a great magic. Whole Hindu society awakening, enjoying whole country, not whole country, out of the country, people is very, very happy. Second news, in the Mathura, Vrindavan, is the Krishna temple, Krishna born there. Below the temple, above the mosque, Aurangzeb break and prepare the mosque. That course is gone. We are going to get the Krishna temple also. Third, Lord Shiva, Kashi Vishwanath temple, they broke. Below is the mandir, Shankar Bhagwan. Above is the mosque. Now the court decided it is a Hindu place. Give. But 56 Islamic countries, they are fighting. Okay, no, that is not true. India government then decided against the Islamic people. Why broken? In 1992, then 500,000 young blood within the 3 hours removed the mask, and now they started the temple. That is a struggle. 200,000 people they killed, and they changed the religion there. Many women and girls like this, they died. In Kashi, they broke the temple. But Sikh Dharma, Sikh people are Punjab. Guru Gobind Singh, he went with the army, removed the mask, prepared the temple, half temple golden, up till now golden. 340 temple of our temple, they broken in the history. So that is a painful, but now they send the letter, the United Nations, why he broke the mask. So, 3 years before, 1,800-year-old church in Turkey, you broke and make the mask. You are not crying. Why Hindu has done, you are crying. That is a big history. Other time, other day I will speak then. Now the temple is ready. Whole world donating money, financially, going a darshan. Every day 200,000 people taking darshan of Prabhu Ram. Oh, inside the mandir, what type of the Raam Murti? This is. That is stone, very valuable stone, and this Raam Murti. So prepare here, Ananda take photo and prepare this Murti. First small one, then big one. So we are doing the puja. That will be a part of our ashram there. So please everybody come and do the prayer, puja, offer, prasad. Pandit Vigyan is helping with the mantra, and very other daily new musician coming. Tomorrow coming musician, and Sunday who is coming, Ananda? Yeah, he is coming to sing. Automatically he ring. Doctor, I am coming to sing. Everybody ringing. I to the sitar, they are telling I am the behala. All musical instrument, with the musical instrument they are coming here. So 2 days, so that is beginning day, first day, other 2 days very important. My request is please everybody come. Oh, very surprised, Doctor. Ananda decided to give food. I was doing the bread and chana. She decided dal, bhaat, sabji, roti, chutney, achar, sweet, mithai. Yeah. So after program, you take the packet, eat, and tomorrow fruit also, na? Fruit, apple, banana, and other fruit. Yeah, many fruit. But thank this country, Trinidad Tobago, with the name of Ram, Ayodhya Dhaam, and then everybody helping, giving daan, helping. And one man gave a sweet, laddu, peda. This is thing, other day will distribute. Don't be greedy, to other day will get, okay. So all this thing is available. I think today first day, I'm not taking more. I told Ananda I will not speak, just inform. So that is it. That ashram, 11-acre piece of land we bought by Suriname devotee, and this country devotee, they prepare 2-story building, and road and building in the thank for my professor. He, without me, without Ananda, he is preparing the road and parking, everything. So many thanks everybody. I like to speak more historical, social, and whole international how this news is international. How? 120 people went to from America. Plenty money has given. Please, we are ready. Ram has come. Ram has come. After 14 years, Ram came in Ayodhya. After 500 years, Ram came in Ayodhya. Again, we are celebrating everywhere. So please come tomorrow again. Indian High Commissioner coming with the whole staff. Enjoy their lecture and this and. Okay? Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Bole Syavar Ramachandra ki jai. Ananda speak one word used. Shri Raam Lalla. Raam Lalla means Ram appeared, born in the Ayodhya. So born, a small baby. So 7-year-old this Murti. Lalla means sweet, small baby. Lalla, Raam Lalla. We are telling Raam Lalla. So due to this he used Raam Lalla. One man asked, Ram is there, where Sita? Where Sita? Without Sita, Ram not complete. That's it. Why? Ram born in Ayodhya. Sita didn't born in Ayodhya. Sita born in Janakpuri. The Janakpuri big temple, Sita temple is preparing. Ram didn't born here, there. So Ramchandra alone, Lalla, Ram Lalla, he born in Ayodhya. This is alone. I like Ram Sita together, Radha Krishna together, Lakshmi Narayan together. But Ram Lalla Ayodhya, he born a small baby due to the alone. Hari Om Tat Sat. I am doing pranam to everybody. Please, tomorrow come again and sit together, listen the lecture. And further I will speak. Ananda also speak. After the Raam Murti, then Ram Rajya will come. Ram, happy governance, happy family, happy society, happy world. Then will come with the blessing of the Ram. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasisyate. Hari Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Hari Om. Well, Swamiji, as usual, your words of inspiration would have inspired my good-looking crowd. So they're not only good-looking again, not only energetic and good-looking, they're now inspired, energetic, and good-looking. So thank you very much, Swamiji. You have, as usual, inspired us, and you have filled our hearts with much love and much divinity. So we have come now to the end of our program, and Havan is taking place. I invite you to listen carefully, participate in the Havan, and we'll have Aarti afterwards, and a little instruction about what happens after that, because Swamiji would have brought physical prasadam from India, from Ayodhya, to share with each and every one of you. So we'll now partake of the Havan, Aarti, and then we'll have further instruction afterwards. I'd like to ask Taranji to come and help us, or Ms. Jaya to come and help us with the screen on stage so we could see the Havan taking place. Okay, and Swamiji has requested some kirtan while the Havan is taking place as well.
तुमको मेरी लाज, तुमको मेरी लाज। ओ उदाहरण बिरद तुम्हारो, पतित उदाहरण बिरद तुम्हारो, श्रवण सुनी आवाज, हो तो पतित पुरातन कहिए, हो तो पतित पुरातन कहिए, पार उतारो जहाज रघुबर, तुमको मेरी लाज, तुमको मेरी लाज। ओ रघुबर रघुबर, तुमको मेरी लाज, तुमको मेरी अघ कंदन दुख भंजन जन के, अघ कंदन दुख भंजन जन के, यही तिहारो काज, तुलसीदास पर कृपा कीजे, तुलसीदास पर कृपा कीजे, भक्ति दान देहु आज रघुबर, तुमको मेरी लाज, तुमको मेरी लाज। ओ रघुबर रघुबर, तुमको मेरी लाज, तुमको मेरी लाज। सदा सदा मैं शरण तिहारी, तुम ही गरीब निवाज, रघुबर तुमको मेरी लाज, 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 तुमको मेरी
So we'll have another rendition. Yes.
Today being Friday, I hope that Swamiji would indulge me if I do a bhajan to Devi Mata. जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी, जय जय मंगलकारिणी दुर्गे दुर्गति नाशिनी माँ चंदमुंद विनाशिनी, जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी। शक्ति शिवानी मात भवानी करुणा में जगतारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी जय जय मंगलकारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी दुर्गम दुर्ग प्रवास तुम्हारा सारा जग है दास तुम्हारा दुर्गम दुर्ग प्रवास तुम्हारा सारा जग है दास तुम्हारा जग को प्यारा तरस तुम्हारा सबके मन में निवास तुम्हारा भक्ति तिहारे द्वार आए आस दे भयहारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी जय जय मंगलकारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी जय जय मंगलकारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी जय जय मंगलकारिणी जय जय जगदम्बे अम्बे भवानी.
Let us all stand for Aarti.
श्री रामचंद्र कृपालु भजु मन हरन भव भय दारुणम नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख पद कंज पद कंजारुणम श्री राम श्री राम Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri
Let us all join together, dedicating our hearts at the feet of Prabhu Shri Ram. Om Neelam Bhujashamalako-malangam Sita Samaro Pitavam Bhagam Panau Mahasayaka Charu Chapam Namami Ramam Raghuvansanatham Tvameva Matasya Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhoscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Dhau Shanti Antariksha Gwam Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapaha Shanti Aushadhaya Shanti Vanaspataya Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagwam Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Riddhi Shanti Om Bolo Shri Raam Lalla ki Vrindavan Krishna Chandra ki Shankar Bhagwan ki Gurudev Maharaj ki Sarvadevi Devata ki Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Ayodhya Dhaam ki Har Har Mahadev.
Please have your seats. So we have come to the end of our program. I know we are a little bit over time, but I ask you bear with us a little bit. You know, Swami says Saturday is shopping day here in Trinidad. So the shops don't open till about 8, 10 o'clock. So, you know, you could reach home a little bit later tonight and sleep a little bit later tomorrow night. Tomorrow, yes, morning. So Swamiji has a couple of presentations to make to some individuals in the crowd. And I must say thank you. You all have been a very, very good-looking, inspiring, and energetic crowd tonight. And I'm not talking about our physical crowd alone. We were live streaming via YouTube, and we have Harishan Ji of Lal Boy's video to thank for that tonight. So thank you very much, Harishan, for that, and Avinash Ji for a very, very wonderful PA system. So Swamiji would like to call on stage, well, he calls her Queen, or Rajmata, and we know her, some of us, as Srimati Leela Rampasad Ji. So I'd like to call Srimati Leela Rampasad Ji, or Rajmata Queen, on stage. Swamiji would like to present a token of appreciation to you. And while Ms. Jaya is helping her on stage, I'd like to inform you that Aarti is being passed. And also let you know at the back to your right, Swamiji would have brought some newspaper clippings from India about the Ayodhya Dhaam festival. So we invite you to have a look at it after the celebration officially has finished for tonight. So Ms. Jaya, he wants you to take the photography. Very good. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, Rajmata. Swamiji would also like to call on stage
his dear brother, Mr. Showin Sinaji. Please join us on stage. Round of applause here for Mr. Showin Sinaji. Thank you. And our next presentation will be to Pandit Rudra. Pandit Rudra, would you join us on stage, please, with your Dharampatni Nilaji. And yes, your son as well, Ashtak Maharajji. Next, we have two very ardent devotees, visitors from Mississippi, Dr. Ken Simon and Miss Jean Simon. We'd like to call on you to come on stage and receive a token of appreciation from Swamiji. Thank you so very much for joining us here tonight, for coming from so far to our beloved little Caratal ashram here. Thank you very much. And last but certainly not least, I'd like to invite, well, he's already on stage, Professor Dan, but I'd like to invite his Dharampatni, Srimati Usha Danji. She's the backbone of him and his family. She's his energy, she's his Shakti, she's everything, everything. So we invite Srimati Usha on stage to join with Professor Dan and receive, well, a token of appreciation from Swamiji. Okay, lovely. So Swamiji has not forgotten. He has something for everyone here tonight. And I mean, we only had a little part of the crowd up here for the past 2 to 3 minutes. But I mean, you all, my good-looking crowd, you all are doctors, lawyers, professionals, taxi drivers, homemakers. You represent a huge, huge aspect culturally of Trinidad and Tobago, and Swamiji does have something for each and every one of you. He has brought prasadam from Ayodhya, and he will give that to each and every one of you. You are invited to come on stage. There will be someone waiting with rice and a sopari and flowers for you to make your personal offering to the Raam Lalla Murti's pictures. And then you will proceed to Swamiji, and collect your prasadam from India. And then you can proceed to the porch area where you'll receive our local Mahanbhog and I think they call it Mahabhojan. Yes, so that's supposed to be the order of the collection. So I will invite everyone in an orderly fashion to come up on stage. Ms. Jaya would have her team of people set up, one with rice, with flowers, and the sopari. You'll collect it at the entrance, which is to my left, and you will present it to the Raam Lalla pictures. Then make your way to Swamiji and collect your prasadam, and then proceed for bhojan. So thank you again, everyone. You are a wonderful crowd, and we do hope that we see you here tomorrow night and Sunday night as well. So do enjoy the rest of tonight and reach home safely, everyone. Hari Om. Oh, let me pass you on to Panditji.
Sorry, I just had to have my way a little bit. No, really, just for your understanding, so we would not take too much time here. We'll be more organized. Where our Pawanji is standing, as soon as you come, very quickly, you take the little bit of flower he will give to you, and there will be supari also. And you go to Prabhu Shri Ram, and your love, your dedication, not too long, your little prayer you offer, and do pranam, then come to Guruji, and Guruji will give you the blessing and prasadam, and then you will leave this way so and take back your seat. Then you get your Mahaprasadam. Okay? So it will not have any big bunch, and everyone will be able to work very quickly. Jai Shri Ram.